I am sinking down into the deep blue depths of the ocean. I don't know how I got here. My vision is blurry and I can't see much. The water seems to be getting darker and darker, like I'm very far below the surface. Strangely, the water creates a burning sensation on my skin, and it seems very thick. Maybe it isn't water. I hear a faint ringing noise in my ears, and my head is in a great amount of pain. My lungs feel like they are about to collapse. I know death is inevitable, unless there is some kind of miracle. I know that there is no possible way I can get back to the surface, and even with this thought in mind, I still try to move and swim upwards. But I can't. I keep sinking down, faster and faster. Any second now I will start inhaling large amounts of seawater. I start to panic. I look down at my legs, and to my horror, they are missing below the ankles. Then, unsurprisingly, my mouth bursts open and the water rushes in. But something even worse than the already terrifying situation in front of me happens. The water is viscous and sticky as it hits the inside of my throat. It is like somebody has poured a bottle of glue down my esophagus. I let out a scream, which I can hear clearly. This makes me realize I'm not in water. I'm in some kind of disgusting black goo. I begin to cough and sputter, but the sounds are muffled by the strange transparent substance that is filling my lungs. I start to lose all hope and let out a soft, barely intelligible whimper. Then, right in front of me, I scout out a glowing orange light. I all of a sudden don't feel the need for oxygen anymore, as I can breathe freely. The orange light gets closer and closer to me. I start to make out the silhouette of a massive fish. Eventually, I can make the creature out, and it is way more than I bargained for. The orange light is some sort of protrusion coming off of the beast. It illuminates the face of it and shows off the horrible features. The face of a human. At this point, I am stunned. There is no way I can grasp my mind over what I am looking at. You must be dreaming, I think to myself. I pinch my arm as hard as I can, and I fall into a sharp state of pain. This is real, I say in my mind. I look back at that thing in front of me. That human face is not normal. It has black eyes, corneas, pupils. Everything is pitch black. The other peculiar thing about it is the mouth. It has no jaw, only a top row of teeth, but they were more like transparent needles. It suddenly darts towards me at breakneck speeds and totally snaps me out of my short daze. It sinks its teeth into my leg. I try to scream, but a red, very roughly textured hand shuts my mouth. I reach and grab the limb that is giving off the orange light, and I rip it off. Then the limb regenerates right in front of me, and the beast laughs. The laugh sounds like a deranged pig that got shot in the leg. The thing suddenly tosses me from its grasp, and I go flying upwards at an unbelievable velocity. I explode out of the black gunk and fly up forwards just as fast. I look at my surroundings to see nothing but white. I then start falling towards the ground and slam into it with a sickening thud. Once I snap out of my nausea, I look around. All I see is white and black pits of goo all around me. I get a sick feeling in my stomach and suddenly vomit up gray fluid all over myself. As I gaze at the mess I have just created, I notice a white card in my vomit. I crawl over and pick it up and look at it. It is blank. I look at my other hand to see a pen in it. I then begin to contemplate. I dive into one of the pits of black next to me and get almost blinded by a crowd of orange lights. I look at the card and the pen in my hands. Somehow, the paper hasn't become soggy and nasty. I take the cap off the pen and write on the paper, I am sinking.